Hey, what's up, world? It's your boy G Trump, everybody, favorite dad, the voice of the street, man. And today we in Hightland Park with it, man. Just a little suburb outside of Chicago. It's not far. It's basically just a few minutes from the city, y'all. Just a little suburb. But before we talk about the little Hightland Park shooting that happened on the 4th, I'ma just read something that's been happening that this stuff is starting to become so normal, y'all. It's damn near like us with our gang shootings. These mass shootings, see, these little white boys, some of them, they do stuff like that because they become famous, man. When they on the street and ain't nobody, they still ain't nobody. But when they do stuff like that, shoot up and stuff and get all this media attention and everything, you know, you develop groupies, man. And you'd be surprised how many women look for a man in jail and might like that, like the attention, the fact that she is his girl of the killer. Ooh. People think backwards. Don't ask me why, but it is like that. It be happening. So let's just say, I'm going to start with this here. May 17th, y'all. May 17th. That was the day the little 18-year-old white boy went to Buffalo, New York, and shoots up the little mall. Killed 10 people, y'all. He killed 10 people, all black people. Now, he was racially motivated, you know. He went and just shot up the mall, and then guess what? He go to jail without incident. It's funny how they can kill people, get pulled over, and go to jail without incident. Oh, what, you don't want to kill no more? You already done killed 10 motherfuckers. You ain't getting out. What, you couldn't take a couple of cops with you? Ain't got the balls to do that. Yeah, okay, I know. Just want to pray on that. It's easy to shoot somebody that ain't shooting back. You know, that's just crazy. Also, May 24th, in Texas, the man entered a grammar school, y'all. Young Hispanic guy, they say he was. He entered a grammar school and shot 19 kids and 2 adults. Now, the police took a while to come in there and get him, but when they did, they banged it out with him and they ended up killing him. He did, you know. But again, he's Hispanic. Now we got another damn fool that wants some attention. Crazy little white boy. I'ma just tell you, my man sent me this 1090J YouTubers we were trying to stick together. Well, it's his words, man. He did such a good job with this. I said, I ain't even gonna touch it, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all my input, but I'm gonna let y'all hear him break it down because he did an excellent job with this. You know, I actually fuck with him, but he did an excellent job with this, y'all, and I want y'all to hear it.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090J, you know, rocking with y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on a rapper that went and shot up a 4th of July parade, killing 7 and injuring over 40. July 4th, 2022, located only 25 miles from downtown Chicago, was the affluent suburban city of Highland Park. With a 6-figure median income, residents here knew nothing of the war-torn ghettos in neighboring Chicago other than what could be seen on the news. And as the news continues to show the rest of America, no community is safe from extreme violence. The annual Highland Park 4th of July celebration was set to take place starting at 9:30 in the morning with the Children's Bike and Pep Parade, followed by the much larger 4th of July parade set for 10. Floats, marching bands, and other entertainment will make its way down the city streets as residents of all ages enjoyed the festivities. Excitement spread through the morning from home to home as parents dressed their children, friends met with friends, and the elderly readied themselves for what they now considered tradition. all while one man prepared himself in a much darker and sinister way. It was 9:58 when a woman snapped a picture of the calm before the chaos. She sat across from the Ross Cosmetic store, a store that would soon serve as a vantage point for a mass shooter. The rooftop was accessible through an alley on 2nd Street, leading to a parking lot with a staircase to the top. A clear view of the crowd below gave the killer the freedom of choice as to which group of people did he want to start firing into. It was 10:15 when he made that choice. Rapid gunfire echoed as round after round pushed the semi-automatic rifle to its limits, pausing to only reload. The unmistakable sound sent the crowd running as those further down the street quickly caught on to what was happening. In less than 2 minutes, over 40 people had been hurt, and a killer disguised as a woman made his way back down from the roof, blending into the crowd as an amateur assassin. 5 lay dead as paramedics began transporting others to the hospital, while police swarmed the area finding a rifle wrapped in a red blanket. ATF agents conducted a rapid trace to find out where the gun was sold and who to, while DNA recovered from the rifle narrowed it down. 21-year-old Robert Cremo III was now wanted by the FBI and local law enforcement as a suspected mass murderer. His pictures quickly began circulating through social media, while his own social media pages started to be taken down. The scrawny 21-year-old went by the name of Wake the Rapper, and music videos posted to his now deleted YouTube channel would show just how weak and depressed he really was. He can be seen in a classroom with bullets scattered across the floor as he slowly drops to the ground. He attempts to stare at the camera menacingly before another scene shows him dropping bullets. Another music video would show cartoons depicting murder as the shooter armed with a rifle kills before being killed by the police. Law enforcement would issue a flyer with Robert's information and a photo of the Honda he was driving. Police discovered he'd walked from the shooting scene to his mother's house, where he borrowed her car before driving to Wisconsin and later returning to Illinois. Another driver would recognize Robert's vehicle from the news and call 911. It was 6:30 in the evening when a police officer spotted Robert, and a brief pursuit would lead to the vehicle stopping as officers armed with rifles, shotguns, and pistols prepared for a shootout. Awake, chose to stay awake, complying with commands before being taken into custody, while another rifle was recovered from the vehicle. His troubled past would soon come to light as a press conference highlighted the fact that he was already known to police. Back in April of 2019, Robert attempted suicide, and the incident will be dealt with by mental health professionals. Months later, a family member within Robert's home would contact police, stating Robert vowed to kill everyone in the house. Police would remove 16 knives, a dagger, and a sword from Robert's personal knife collection, but he wasn't arrested, as his family didn't file a complaint or attempt to press charges. His father owned a deli, previously running for mayor, while his mother was a self-proclaimed energy healer and described as problematic. Police have visited the home many times, and in one incident the mother was charged with domestic battery. She treated her kids as an inconvenience, yelling at teachers, and Robert was always last to be picked up from after-school activities, as the director of the after-school program recalled different events, stating there wasn't a lot of love in that house. With the killer in custody, a 7th victim died, and the identities of those deceased became public. While many were over the age of 60, 37-year-old Kevin McCarthy and his 35-year-old wife Irina were both killed. Kevin's body was discovered, and under him laid his 2-year-old son. The boy was unharmed and protected by his father until the very end. 7 counts of murder were announced against Robert Cremo, with additional charges to be announced at a later time and the possibility of federal charges. But for the 7 counts of murder, he faces a mandatory life sentence on each count if found guilty. With 2 rifles recovered, another 3 handguns were recovered from his home, and it was determined all weapons were legally obtained, leaving many to place blame on America's gun laws and calls for bans against AR-15s. What those people fail to realize is when law-abiding citizens can no longer get guns, only the criminals and police will be left with them. It isn't known what pushed Robert to the edge, but with mass shootings becoming so often, his name will soon be shadowed by the next.
Like a sleepwalker.
Now this is his voice out, the active shooter.
My actions will be valiant, and my thought is unnecessary. I know what I have to do. I know what's in it, not only for me, but for everyone else. Where am I going? I don't know. I don't care. There is no past or future, just the now. It is more abstract than I could ever imagine. I can feel the atmosphere pushing me in. It's unstoppable, like a wave pulling me under. I can't breathe without it. I can't see or hear what I don't want. I need to leave now. I need to just do it. It is my destiny. Everything has led up to this. Nothing can stop me, not even myself. Is there such thing as free will? Or has this been planned out like a cosmic recipe? It is what I've been waiting for, in the back of my head, ready to be awakened. It's what I was sent here to do, like a sleepwalker, walking steady with my head held high, like a sleepwalker, walking blindly into the night.
No.
Longevity in the music
That white boy,
business. You know, this is not the day.
he was already crazy, y'all. He was trying to get some attention by his little videos. You see the cartoon, and then it's what killed me. They have the balls, or as the police like to use, a brazen attack. You have the balls to commit a brazen attack, but you won't finish it. Now y'all seen from the drawings he was drawing, he'd been thinking about doing this, y'all. The little poem he read, he'd been thinking about doing this. And how it's supposed to end it was he's supposed to have been got killed by the police. What happened, bro? When they pulled you over, why you didn't get that motherfucker out and go and do like your cartoon did? You can kill your little cartoon character, but you don't want to kill yourself. And then, like I said, they gonna go in jail and they get treated like celebrities, y'all, because the white people embrace they people, and they go want to know what he did. Now, how they treat him with him shooting his people, he might be in bad shape. But that little young boy, 18-year-old boy, that shot up Buffalo, New York, now he going right into the White Aryan Nation gang, and they go hold him down. He juiced up in jail, you know. And it's crazy how some people, because black folks do it too, we go through it too, but we don't admit it. But a lot of niggas, I know a lot of niggas, and been through this shit myself. You become famous for your pistol play, man. For real, you become famous for your pistol play. When you out here slanging the iron, ain't nobody trying to slang it at you, because more motherfuckers trying to get out your way than in your way. But when it's time to get in your way, a motherfucker going to get in your way. You know what I mean? See how they jumped out on Duck like that? 5 motherfuckers? Really? You know what I mean? It didn't take that many. And look, they only sent 1 for Cash, though. 1 guy killed Cash. But the bigger the name and the more fierce you are in the street, or feared, they have to come at you like that because they know you got it on you to use it. Look at how they got on Mo 3. became heavy. You know, every car on the expressway was damn near with them boys, man. They crossed the traffic jam and woo. They tried to swerve, and if y'all seen the video last of Mo 3, when they swerve and he like, what? These bitches? He got out and calmly walked to his passenger side to get that strap from under the seat. That's why that boy was running, y'all, with the mask, because he knew, oh, don't let him get that gun, don't let him get that gun now. And when Mo 3 finally looked up and seen this nigga running with the mask, he like, oh, he tried to take off and was gonna run the other way, y'all. And it was a cop behind Mo 3 too. They don't show y'all that. But when Mo 3 started running, it was a nigga in front of him. Boom! And hit him. You know, these little white boys, man, they just getting out of hand with the shit they doing. The whole world is getting out of hand with the shit, because we ain't no better with all the iron we slanging. And that's why they go into Congress and try to ban assault rifles and all this, y'all. Did y'all know the way they identified this boy was they traced the gun that he used? The gun he used, he had just bought it, and it was registered and everything. His dad filled out the paperwork for him. When your kids are acting strange, or y'all think they weird or some shit, you need to check into some shit. Cause you know, you need to look at some of the videos and the shit he was posting. You be like, man, you know what? You better cut it out, man. Where that gun I bought you? Give me that goddamn gun. Cause he definitely was a weird little cat. And my man broke it down very well. You know, you see the video where he's trying to look mean, looking into the camera. Then the next video he dropping bullets, you know. Wanna seem like a menace, y'all. But guess what? He finally done it. But my thing, why you ain't bring it out with the police? You know? But hey, he probably didn't want to die. He did what he wanted to do, y'all. They still talk about the Columbine shooting. They still talk about it. Call them the Trench Coast Mafia. Motherfuckers mimic what they see. They see now. It's some other little white boy that's probably picked on or whatever going through, thinking the same way. I'm going to do that too. I'm going to go out like that. Because when you getting bullied at school, if you ain't got nobody to stand up for you or nobody to tell something, it ain't really cool, man. You know, I hate bullies, man. That's why I used to get on their ass. Who I'm talking about, I was so against bullies, man. I would beat them up. I'm talking about I would beat them up. You can't fuck with. No, I was funny like this all my life. I felt like the protector. Anybody went to grammar school with me, know me, they'll tell you. If you was in my classroom, you was off limits. Can't nobody fuck with you if you're in my classroom. And I stood on that. Man, I didn't tell the bully, you better not fuck with nobody in 104, nigga. Oh, shrimp my ass. Fuck with somebody in my classroom and watch what's gonna happen. And I done went through it, and motherfucker thought I was playing. Had to stand on it. I remember coming to school one day, y'all, and this girl in my classroom, I was absent the day before. One guy had told to leave her alone, had roughed her up while I wasn't there. I'm walking to school. See her, she's standing there. She stay on 76. Fuck she doing on this side, on 74. I know I'm going to see her, but that's in the classroom and when we get to the front. Why? She made her business to come this way. She never come this way. And I said, what's up, girl? What's up? She looking up. I'm like, what's wrong with you? That boy, what boy? He hit me. Ooh. I'm like, who? The big guy you told me to say. He did what to you? I said, what the fuck, Troy? And what's the name of them was that? Them my other little goons used to run with me. I said, what the fuck was they at? They was there, but they didn't do nothing. I said, why? They always waiting on you to come to school. I said, oh, okay. We walked around there, and as soon as I synced him, we got on his ass. I said, oh man, didn't I tell you not to fuck with nobody in my classroom? Man, I was new. Now the little guys that's in my classroom, now they rough, now the leader here. I'm like, man, you thought I boom, pop, boom, boom, put the flip-flops on his ass. You hear me? I put the flip-flops on him. Maybe a couple other guys threw a few punches, but I'm telling you, I remember putting it on his ass. I'm not playing with you, nigga. Don't you fuck with nobody in my classroom. And I've been like that all my life. My class, my gang, my baby mama, my sisters, cuz anybody, my people is off limits. You fuck with them, you go find out what it is. Back to this here, man. Some of these guys were bullied into shit like that. And things get really dangerous. And sometimes prep talks may help, sometimes they don't work. When a person crazy in the head, sometimes talking to them, you make them even worse. Trying to figure them out if you not no damn psychiatrist. You know, I'll tell you another story about something happened to me in grammar school. This little boy used to get his hat took every day. Little nigga. Mama had a little money. Every day he have a matching hat and coat. It's winter time. Time I see him, I know it's cold. Where you had that, boy? The boy took my hat. I find the boy, man, give him his fucking hat back, man. Stop playing with him, man. Leave him alone. Put the little boy hat on his head. Next day, same shit. Same shit. I take the boy hat. Man, hey boy, I ain't gonna keep playing with you. Stop fucking with this little boy. Leave his hat alone. Take the hat back. You know? He kept doing it. And then one day I come to school and he made me mad. That little nigga had took about 10 people hats, y'all. He had them all stacked on his head like Dr. Seuss. That motherfucker was stacked so high. Man, I was in a higher grade than him, so I didn't want to get on him right away, but I had to get on him that day. I flopped them up. Boop bop beep bop boop bing 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 bing. Whooped them boop bop bing 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 bing. Took the hats. You know what I mean? And this how I get in trouble, right? He mad after I flopped the hat, beat him up, and tossed the hats up on top of the damn little thing when you finna go and stack. I said, man, go up there and get them motherfucking hats. He looking at me, and the teacher like, no, don't go in there. It's time to come out. I said, no, you finna go in. You finna get them hats, man. He like, man, he finna climb there. She like, no, don't get up there. I'm like, you better get your ass up there. You know what I mean? So he listened to me over the teacher, which got me in trouble. And the teacher like, who do you think you is? She mad. I'm talking shit, call my people and everything. And I think later on that little day, I tell that little boy, man, look here. Don't keep letting nobody take your fucking hat. I said, man, next time that nigga take your hat, you get you a stick and you bust him upside this motherfucking head. Y'all, would you believe that little boy came to school the next day with a stick and laid it right by where he lined up at? And when goddamn it, the boy come to take his hat, he bust his motherfucking head, y'all. I'm talking about badly. To the nurse couldn't help him. Ambulance had to be called. So that means parents had to be called. Kids and all that. And now they want to know what the fuck is happening. And he a little guy, y'all. He had to be a 3rd grader. We in 8th at this time. The boy he hit maybe in 5th grade. They asked him why he busted the little boy upside the head with a stick. G Shrimp told me if that nigga touched my head again, to bust him upside his motherfucking head. Throw me under the bus, y'all. They come get me, man. They got their parents here, everybody parents here, and they all fussing and hollering. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I'm a kid. Where my parent at? You feel me? If we gonna get out, where my parent at? Y'all ain't finna talk to me without my parent. You know? So I'm like, I'm gonna call my mama or my daddy. I know daddy was at work. My teacher like, I'll go with you, Jude. I'll represent you. And we straightened it out. But that boy sure told him I told him. bust his goddamn head. I got 10 days suspension for that shit. And then the mama figured out what happened to her son hat. She said every day he come home, he lied to me and say he lost his hat. I'm knowing something going on, but I'm like, he's not hurt or anything. I didn't, think. I'm like, maybe he did lose it. She said then one day he come home and he got all of his hats. And she said, I'm like, you found your hats? Yeah. All of them? Yeah. And she said she knew something was going on then. But when he bust that motherfucker upside the head, oh, she really knew something was going on. You feel me? Now, what's crazy about this Highland Park shooter, y'all, is he shot up white people, y'all. You know what I mean? He shot up white people. And I ain't saying that like that's a good thing or nothing, but this wasn't racially motivated. This was something else, y'all. This just a weird fucking kid that wants some attention. But he got plenty of it now, y'all. And I hope he can handle it. You feel me? It's your boy G Trump, everybody's favorite baby daddy, the voice of the street, man. Shout out to my boy 1090J for the good job he did on that interview, man. You know, on reading all that shit, and his storyline, It's your boy G Trump, everybody's favorite baby daddy, voice of the street. I'm out.